Holidays, mate. Holidays. So we're gonna marry until it's not. Until it's not. Just recorded a nice 10-minute video. My day 13 check-in, and then people couldn't function. 10 minutes of explaining shit. And yeah. Talking about, clearly you didn't need to hear the long spiel. It's just the short spiel that you need to know. Got a wedding to go to on Saturday. My cousin, it's pretty swish. Welcoming in another version of myself, an ultimate potential of myself to go to the wedding. And I was talking about how last year I had 2 events to go to at the end of the year. One was a goth sort of party, and the other one was, you know, when you parent, right, and you're just like, can you just hold off for another 5 minutes, and so now I'm just annoyed. So goth party and the races. My sister invited me to the races for a work event, and it was nice. Like, it was swish. And I was talking about how I guess I kind of bought through consciously bought through different versions of myself to be, and it wasn't even really like the goth party. I got there and I was like, I just feel really uncomfortable, not because of what I was wearing, but just didn't really know anyone and many people, and yeah, but and it was a conscious process of getting clothes to fit and, you know, look okay, but it was a choice, as in, like, the day of, I still wasn't really 100% aware of what I was going to wear. The races was, I had nothing to wear, which I did actually. Like, looking back, I kind of did, but I don't know. I didn't even consider it. I didn't even try it on, which I should have. Well, interesting, right? Interesting. So yeah. Like the day before, I was out, like, hurriedly trying to get a dress. But this feels a bit different, as in, this feels like I'm consciously welcoming, and it's not I'm not consciously bringing through an ultimate potential, like an alternate version of myself. Kind of bringing up timeline things, as in, like, just as I'm saying, it's kind of, I wonder if there's timelines involved, as in, like, interesting. One little person who couldn't, I don't know, interesting. So no bunny. Yeah, so yes.
When are we gonna play the game?
In a minute. Consciously, you know, there's days when you're not trying to parent, when you've got all this, like, full on world-changing shit coming through, and at the same time, and you're just trying to, like, do that, but at the same time clean the house and manage 3 children and have a session with our Auslan Tutor and manage 3 children and all the things, and it's just like fruit sticks. I actually really came on. So anyway, the long and the short, I'm welcoming in another version of myself to go to this wedding. Clearly, I'm not meant to share more than that today. The one thing that I did actually really want to talk about, that I came on specifically to talk about, is, there's a washing line up here, is money. Yeah. The other day, I was contemplating that it would be really awesome to receive money just for being me. Just for being me. And then today, I had a bit of an epiphany at the end, like after our Auslan Sign Language tutor, left. She gets paid to be her. That's it. I mean, sure, she kind of, within that process, and this is interesting, within that process of her being her and getting paid to be her, she teaches us Auslan. She teaches us sign language. So she was here for an hour and a half, and it was like having a friend here. Granted, we've known her for 5.5 years. So she came over. She'd never been to our house, as in this house, because we started sessions just pre-COVID, and then COVID. So then we've been online the whole time since then, and so yeah, we've just been online. And I said to her, could you do another session on the holidays? Which we don't normally do sessions on the holidays. And she was like, yeah. So she said, why don't I come to your house? We'll come to your house and play some games and stuff. So she came over, was here for an hour and a half, and it was great. Like, it was great. It was lovely to see the children, the 3 kids, signing with her. But, it wasn't like sit down, this is how you say all these words. Like, it was, she came in, we were talking to her about stuff that we did on the weekend, and then played a game. And so she was here for an hour and a half. $240 that she got paid to be herself. She got paid $240 for that hour and a half just to be her. So yeah, and probably different, there are different versions of her, just I guess continuing on from that story. So with us, she's probably not her most comfortable, but self, maybe slightly different when she's with her friends, her deaf friends and things, but like still we're a client, right? So maybe she's a little bit different with us, but relatively comfortable, I'd think. But then say when she's with like a translating client or doing the news, say, she might be a bit different. Different clothes, different makeup, so yeah, slightly different version. I'm coming. This much. But $250 for an hour and a half just to be her. I want that too. That's what I want. I want to receive money for just being me. And it's interesting because she teaches us so much just by being her. interesting, isn't it? She teaches us so much, especially me, just by being her. She teaches me so much about the deaf community. She teaches me so much about life as a deaf person. She teaches me so much about day-to-day of a deaf person. She teaches me about how my child has a future, whether, no matter what she chooses that to look like, no matter what my child chooses that her life to look like, whether she's an active part of the deaf community, whether she's part of the hearing world, whether she mixes with both, my daughter's life will be fine. She teaches me so much just for being her. And 1 hour online is $180. And in person, it's $240 for an hour and a half. Like, I want to receive money. I want to receive money for being me. And rippling that out to help other people, for them to learn stuff too. That's what I'd like. Yeah. So clearly I'm more passionate about that than my welcoming in stuff, my welcoming in my alternate version of myself, an alternate version of myself. Probably because I'd said it twice, but maybe I wasn't meant to go into all of that today, in depth. Yeah, money just for being her. Yeah.